Alright. Welcome back to my channel. This is in the What If, as you can see. This is What If Asta was Rayleigh. Coming to me by Thorfinn the Great. So I just watched, this thing that told me all of Rayleigh's powers, but it didn't give me specifics. I know he can use all three chakras. I mean, not chakra. Hockey, conquerors, observation, and armament. And he's very skilled in all of them. He got to the point of conquerors hockey where he can single out individuals without affecting anyone else around him. He got to the point of observation hockey where he can sense emotions and the strength of other people, which it is said that he probably could. And armament to the point where he can, make invisible armament. He just overall skilled. He also good with a sword. He was the first mate on Goldie Roger's ship, and he's overall a dog. So let's get into this. Rayleigh, he died in the One Piece world, and he got reincarnated into Asta's body. Baby Asta, she's putting on the doorstep with when they was babies, and then the priest came out. He took them in. The priest was playing with them like he did in canon. He was searching them. He found a pendant for and his name, and Asta too, but nothing with him. So the priest basically raised Asta. They was like they wasn't canon. But growing up, Asta was smarter than all the other kids. And he can use hockey already. He can already use it. He already mastered it. He can use it. And he sometimes practice with a wooden, a stick or sometimes. And he just basically swing it. Nobody sees it, but trees do get cut down. Just one simple swing, trees get cut down, and things like that. Asta do train his body, work out, because he feels that he don't have, magic. Well, Rayleigh feels he don't have magic in this world like everyone has. Still, act like he doing candy, he still got wind magic. And everyone sees that Asta is, smarter than much other people, and he's physically stronger than other people. The priest figured it out when Asta was a baby after he got kicked and causing him to bleed from his nose as he flew back. Now, we go to the day that his pendant was stolen by that mage. It was still snowing, and had to deliver a letter to, I think it was the chief of their village. So they, went out, and he got his pendant stolen by that man. Kept trying to get it back, but he kept on getting beaten. Then Asta came out, just walking nonchalant. He says, "Hey, you probably should give my friend back his pendant." As the man said, "What a little brat like you gonna do to me? I'm a grown man, and plus I'm a mage." As Asta said, "You're drunk." Well, it's not like you can really do anything to me anyway, as he basically, blitzed the man really fast. The man said, "Wait, what?" As he punched him, sending the man flying. As he grabs, his pendant and give it back to says, "Thanks, Asta." Asta then says, you probably should become stronger so you can, accomplish your dream. And says, Asta says, what your dream is. What is your dream? Says, I want to become Wizard King. Asta says, Well, chase your dream, And how about this? I'll be, your second in command. Says, yeah, sure. Let's do that. as they fist bump on it. Chasing the dream to be Wizard King, and Asta says he gonna be his second in command. So, okay, so now they're 15. Asta is way more stronger than he was in canon, and he way more cooler. But he is a little bit more taller, and his hair longer, and it's straight. It don't do like you do in canon. It's straight, go straight down, and his body is muscular still, and he got a couple of scars on his body from training and fighting animals. Asta, they basically just doing things that they did canny. Asta basically just sitting on the demon skull, just chillaxing, sunbathing, something like that. Just looking at the sun, chilling. The kids at the church, they do look up to Asta because Asta is super strong. So this the day they're supposed to get the grimoire. So and Asta, after meeting up and they doing some tasks like farming, they actually go to the grimoire tower. They say, cheer up, Asta. No, they say, Asta, even though if you don't get a grimoire, we still believe in you with all your strength. And Asta says, well, okay. As he goes out. And Asta do has a sword. He did buy a sword, which he basically did some jobs for people, and he got enough money to buy a sword. Which the sword is like no Rayleigh sword. I can't remember what it looked like. And they basically get to the grimoire tower, and they basically just stand there wait for their grimoire. Still gets this 4-leaf clover grimoire, and all the nobles mad from this. And differently, what happens is that Asta, he feels the anti-magic demon. He feels it, and the anti-magic demon don't know if he he feels Asta, and he feel that Asta don't got magic. So he thinking he'll be a suitable one to take it. So what Asta does is basically he uses conqueror's hockey on the demon. The demon's like, what is this? What is this pressure? He awake, but he barely awake. And you're thinking he will be a suitable host. As he breaks out the wall and goes right to Rayleigh. Everyone sees this, that it had grimoire inside of the walls. They also see that it went to this commoner. But I still do look cool. He don't wear glasses. He do got long hair, and he wear regular Asta clothes. Asta then says, He grabs the grimoire, and he only shows one page. He can't read this language, and he don't try to. So he says, well, it looks like I got my grimoire. Says I got mine. So they try to leave. And the nobles do say, hey, commoners, stay right there. And you, with the 4-leaf clover, take your grimoire and burn it. Now, a commoner like you shouldn't have a 4-leaf. As basically wash the mages. You wash them like some detergent. The chain mage still try to still attacks and Asta, but Asta dodges conqueror's hockey, not conqueror's observation hockey, which Rayleigh don't even need to look to tell when something happens. He can just dodge it. He feel it, so he dodges it. Every time the chain mage try to go after him, he dodge. Already knowing where it's gonna go. He then pulls out his sword. The chain mage said, what are you gonna do with that sword? Well, I keep messing my words up. He then puts hockey on the sword, armament hockey, and cuts the mage's chain, which it cuts right through. Armament hockey is very strong. Well, Rayleigh's is very, very strong. The mage is very shocked from this, and then Rayleigh basically used Conqueror's hockey on him, knocking him out. He then gives back his grimoire, and the knights, the magic knights do come and get the chain mage. Asta then goes with the grimoire and start training. He pulls out the entire magic sword. He sees this. He's like, huh. So he starts swinging it around, getting a feel for the weight of it. But she already strong enough. He just got to feel the weight to see how much strength he really want to put in it. No, the minimal strength he can put in it to swing it. So he finds that, and he, moving fast with the sword, and he feels comfortable with it. Then he put it back in. It's time for and Asta to leave. So he leaves like in candy, and they start walking towards the Magic Knight exam. They get there at the same time as in Candy. Well, a little bit earlier, because Asta can move very fast. And I'm saying this just for my sake and my own curiosity and my own, sake, just because I want to. That Rayleigh can skywalk. I don't know if he can do it in Candy, but I'm saying it now. He can skywalk. I'm just saying it because I want to. Don't comment on me saying that he can't. I don't know if he really can, but I'm just saying it because I want to. And this is me. I'll put my own spin to it. So Rayleigh basically skywalks most of the time. Sees that he don't need a grimoire to fly. He basically just walking on air. Which this does shock, when he first saw it. And Asta can move fast. Like that thing that Luffy does when he's in Gear 2, and the other dude, that leopard dude that he fought, where he moved, fast. Basically, he blitz. Let's just say that. He could do that too. So they get there, earlier than they did in Candy. So they go, walking around, going around the capital, and eating food, seeing things, and the end of the day, the Magic Knight exam come. Everyone's shocked about grimoire like in Candy, but everyone thinks that Asta weak because it's old raggedy grimoire, and the register don't think that it's real grimoire, but he sees that it's real, so he lets Asta in. All the magic birds do come around Asta, and Asta does bump into Captain Yami. Yami does grab his head, but Asta puts his hand on Yami's hand and brings it down. Yami's, shocked that this kid's displaying power. And Asta says, so you want to have a gripping contest? As he grips on Yami's hand, Yami's thinking like, this kid is gonna break my arm. As let go. That's Deku, Asta, let's go. Just you got some pretty good grip strength, kid. As Asta says, I know. As Fenrir comes over there and tells him, Yami, get up here. The Magic Knight exams are gonna start. As Yami says, I look forward to having you on my squad. As he walks away. Then the Magic Knight exams come up. Captain of the Golden Dawn, I forgot his name. He basically says, let the exam begin. As he gives everyone, these brooms. Asta basically just throw the broom to the side, and they think if she giving up, as he start jumping, as he start walking on air. Everyone's shocked from this, as he just go up there to where it. It's still riding the broom like he did in Candy. And they see that these two commoners are better than them at these things. And they mad because of that. Where is it? I'm looking for it. I lost it, so don't give a shit. Okay, so that's over with. Then the target. Asta basically just get a leaf basically just passed by his face. He grabbed it. He put arm hockey in it, and he throws the leaf. It goes right through the target. Everyone's shocked from that too. Next is the fighting. He don't even do the creation. He can't create nothing. So the haha guy, he still challenges Deku. I mean Asta. I'm sorry if I keep saying Deku. I'm used to Deku. What else? And let's just say he get whopped. He pulls out, his magic. He said, "My magic can defend against anything." Asta says, I'm just gonna use my grimoire. As he pulls out his, anti-magic sword, and he basically just blitzes him after they say go, and slams him into the ground. Erasing his magic like in Kenny. He in the ground. He passed out. Everyone's shocked from this. Now, the examiners that put their hands up for Asta, gets everyone, and he goes with the Golden Dons. Not Deku, Asta. I'm so used to saying Deku. Asta, he gets Yami, the captain of the Praying Mantis, and that's it. And Deku, Asta picks Yami. Dax, why did you pick, the Black Bulls? Asta says, I can read people really well. And I like this guy's. I like him very well. I get a good read from him. As everyone, just accept it. And Asta, Yami, Fenrir, and Gord. Oh, I forgot his name. The poison, him, the poison magic user. I forgot his name. The one that's always whispering. They leave. They go back to the Black Bull's hideout. They get there. Asta opens the door. He dodges a fireball that coming right at him. He dodges it. Yami's shocked from this because Yami's impressed from this because he wouldn't be able to dodge it, but he would because his key sensing. But Fenrir and the poison mage wouldn't have been able to dodge it. And Asta don't scream out on this one. Yami basically comes in, breaks the wall, and says, "Everyone, shut up and line up." As he introduces everyone to Asta and Asta to everyone, says, "This is our new recruit. His name is Asta." Asta, this is Vanessa, Luck, Magna, Gray, and what's his name? Fenrir and Gorsh. And Poison, Mage, and I am Yami, the captain. As I says, okay. As Magna says, how would we do the trial by fire? As, I'm just sure as the physical part, Asta rules that one. He's even more physical than, Cannon. And then, the magic portion, Magna throwing, his fire magic at him, but he dodging all of them. And then he uses, giant one. He says, as he grabs a stick, puts hockey in it, and just slice down. As the magic dissipates, basically splits in half and it dissipates. Everyone's shocked from this. And Asta just throws a stick back on the ground. He asks, is that it? As they say, yeah, he's in the Magic Bulls. Vanessa puts the mark on his headband, and they give him his robe. Magna then shows him to his room, and he sleeps after cleaning it. And what's her name? Nero does follow Asta, but she don't peck him as much as she do in Canada. The next morning, Asta basically wake up. He dodges the wall from his hockey, which he always has on. He also has the observation hockey on, just in case. He goes down and Magna gives him a tour, showing every place. When he gets to the beast, he feed them. They don't attack him because it's Conquest hockey. And Magna says, usually they would retaliate, and bite whoever's trying to feed them. Well, it mostly what happened to me. I always get bitten, but Yami doesn't. Asta says, they must just like me. As then they meet Noelle. As Magna says, yeah, this is Noelle. She's the other recruit. As Noelle says, you're just a weak commoner. As Asta says, hello, I am Asta. Don't talk to me, commoner. Asta says, so you're royalty. Royalty always acting like they're much better than everyone else, but you're still humans. If you get stabbed, you die. Hit by magic, you die. So stop acting like you're better than everyone else. Just like me. And you're just like him. That's, Noelle mad from what Asta just said. So she tried to blast him with magic, but Asta already knew it wasn't going to hit him. And it hits Magna mad. Like, what did I even do to you? Why are you mad at me? As, she says, you just get on my nerves. As she walks away, she said, I'm quitting the Black Bulls. As she leaves. Asta then does all his chores. He then goes out and he sees Noelle training. He doesn't step on a twig because he got his hockey on. But he does start clapping and says, you have a lot of magic. As Noelle gets shocked and she tries to attack him, make her magic go out of hand. He says, oh, that's a bad thing. As he jumped backwards, not trying to get hit by her magic. He jumping from tree to tree backwards until he get in front of the Black Bull hideout. Well, the rest of the members come out. Yami says, hey, Asta, can you do something about this? As Asta says, yeah, I could. As Yami says, then do something about it. As he basically just grabs the stick and just don't even put hockey on it, he just slash. As the water split in two, he then blitzes over there and grabs he grabs Noelle, then he blitzes back. Noelle thinks she's finna get ridiculed for being not having control of her own magic, but Asta says, you have a lot of magic. If you can learn how to control it, you'll be very deadly. As the rest of the Black Bull says, that was so cool, that was awesome. Vanessa, says she gives her tips to control her magic. And, everyone else, just being nice to her. She says, why are you all being nice to me? As Yami says, little girl, we are a team of misfits, outcasts. Why do you think we're going to talk about you when we're, not better off? You're one of us now. You're a Black Bulls member. I they give her role back, and she's happy for not being ridiculed for once. Now, the next day, Yami and Magna goes out. They get gambled out everything. I mean everything. I mean everything. They just come back with their black bull's robe, and their grimoires. No, Noel basically, everyone shocked from this. Well, not really. Noel was disgusted. Asta was like, huh, what did you guys do? As, Yami says, you guys got a mission. As, they say, okay. As, Magna, he doesn't, introduce them to his, his not his grimoire, his, broom, his crazy cyclone. As Noel says, I'm not getting on that. That thing, I'll be embarrassed to get on that. As he says, don't talk about my crazy cyclone. Now get on, we have to go. Asta says, I'll just walk. He says, whatever. No, they start flying. Asta just walking right by them. Well, he running actually. They said, wait, you can run on air? He says, yeah, whatever you say. As they get there, earlier than the canning, since Magna don't have to carry such a big load, don't think about it that way. They get there, they go down there, and they fight the boars. Asta uses Conquest Hockey to knock him out. Then his sword to kill him. And, they finish up pretty fast. When they bring the boars back, they see that the village is covered in a mist. Asta then pulls out his, demon slayer sword and, start cutting the mist. As Magna says, I'm just finna ask you to do that. So they keep cutting the path till they get to, the middle of, it. They get there and they stop. Asta gets there, he stops an ice shard from stabbing one of the villagers. Magna then, throws his magic at the other ice shards that he can, as Asta, cuts them. Protecting the villagers. They keep doing this, protecting them. Then the little girl asks Noel if they're going to save them, where she gets her Sea Dragon Slayer. As she uses it, and, this gives Asta time to blitz out and attack some of the mages, which he want to use his actual skills instead of using his hockey, which he do, use it, and he knocks all of them out. They tie him up, and, the village, the chief of the village, he dies. Sorry to say, but Asta can't heal him. So, the mages do wake up the leader. He then uses his artifact to kill himself after telling them they won't get any information out of them. They is mad from that. Then, Nero comes in with the magic stone, tapping Asta on the head. Asta then, tells her, what is this? As the son of the chief says, oh, you can keep that as compensation for saving us. That was my father's stone, but you can keep it. As says, oh, okay. As they go back and, they see that they got a star. And, Asta sees how far in the dark they are. Yami says, your job and your first mission. So, and they get paid and they go to black market, like in Cannon. The Cloud Maid steals the woman's purse. Asta uses his demon slayer sword to cut the magic and then lead a man in the chest. And then, take the money and give it back to the old woman. The haha guy is jealous of Asta from hanging around with Noel and Vanessa, which Asta does make him take in the mage, and he gets the credit for it. Asta really didn't care. And this one I'm gonna leave this part off. The next part is gonna be the dungeon arc. So goodbye.